Your living room is quietly running the exact same experiment as a parked car in July. Sunlight comes through the glass, turns into heat the moment it hits something solid, and then it's trapped. Because that heat can't get back out the way it came in, and the fix costs less than a movie ticket for two. Here's the part almost nobody explains at the hardware store. Ordinary clear glass lets somewhere around 3/4 of the sun's energy pass straight through into your house. Hang blinds on the inside, and you knock a little off that number. Maybe you get down to the 50s. Add curtains over the blinds, and you shave off a bit more. But here's the trick that changes everything. Mount a cheap mesh screen on the outside of that same window, and the number can drop dramatically, down into territory that rivals windows costing thousands of dollars. Why such a massive gap between inside and outside shading? Because by the time sunlight hits your blinds, the war is already lost. That light has already crossed the glass. The instant it strikes any surface in your room, the blind, the floor, your couch, it converts into a different kind of heat energy, one that physically cannot travel back out through glass. Your window has just become a one-way valve. Heat gets in easily. It doesn't get out. Your blind isn't blocking anything at that point. It's absorbing the heat and radiating it straight into your room like a dark rock left in the sun. An exterior screen skips this whole trap. It intercepts the sunlight before it ever reaches the glass. There's no heat left over for your blinds to fight because it never got inside the cavity to begin with. Want to feel this for yourself? Walk to your hottest window on a sunny afternoon. Touch the glass, then touch the inside of your closed blind. The blind will be hotter. That's not your imagination. That's long-wave radiation doing exactly what physics says it will do. This isn't some brand new invention either. The company most associated with this kind of exterior mesh has been weaving fabric in the same factory in Tuscaloosa, Alabama since 1952. It started as a simple insect screen operation, mosquito netting basically, using looms that wove aluminum wire tight enough to keep bugs out. Within a few years, that same weaving technology got adapted with a vinyl-coated fiberglass thread tight enough to block sunlight instead of insects. By the late 1960s, that product had a name, and decades later, it's still sold under that name, still rated to block around 90% of incoming solar heat, still made on the same kind of looms. Meanwhile, the rest of the home goods industry went a completely different direction. Blinds, drapes, plantation shutters, an entire market built around decorating the inside of your window, which, as we just covered, is the wrong side of the problem. None of that furniture stops heat from entering. It just decides which surface in your house gets to radiate that heat back at you. On the more technical side, Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory has spent decades studying exactly this kind of heat transfer through glass, most notably through the work of physicist Steve Selkowitz, who helped drive the low emissivity coating technology that's now standard in a majority of new windows sold in the US. His lab has also spent years developing an ultra-high-performance super window, a thin triple-pane design that's roughly 7 times more insulating than a single pane of glass. That project has been publicly demonstrated in recent years as manufacturers work to bring it to market. It's genuinely impressive engineering. It's also per opening thousands of dollars per window. The mesh screen approach gets you a meaningful chunk of that performance for pocket change because it solves the problem on the correct side of the glass instead of trying to out-engineer the wrong side of it. The Department of Energy has long pointed to windows as one of the biggest single culprits behind summer cooling costs in most homes, often estimated at somewhere around half your total AC load in peak summer months. West-facing windows are usually the worst offenders, since they catch the harshest sun right when the outside air is already at its hottest and your air conditioner is already working overtime. None of this requires a contractor. Grab an infrared thermometer, they're cheap, and check your windows around 3 p.m. on a sunny day. Anything reading noticeably hot on the interior glass is a candidate. South and west-facing windows usually top the list. Pick up a pre-cut solar screen panel. Most home improvement stores carry them in standard sizes for under $20. You've got 3 no-drill mounting options. Snap it into an existing exterior screen track if your window has one. Run a pair of tension rods through that same track and stretch the mesh across, or build a simple wood frame. Paint it to match your trim, and lean it against the window from outside. Whichever method, you want the mesh sitting slightly off the glass. That little air gap lets absorbed heat vent outward instead of radiating inward. Give it a couple weeks of real summer heat, then check the glass temperature again with your thermometer. You should see a real drop, often somewhere in the range of 15 to 25 degrees cooler on the inside surface. If you track your thermostat's runtime, your AC cycles should shrink too. A few honest caveats. Dark solar mesh does reduce visible light coming into the room, noticeably so, and it looks quite dark from outside, especially after dark. Most people adjust within a week, but if a room runs gloomy through winter, these screens pull off in minutes with zero tools. Stick to vinyl-coated fiberglass rather than cheap polyester imitations. Polyester breaks down under UV within a couple summers and starts shedding into your gutters. And skylights are the one spot where this exterior mesh trick gets impractical. A roller shade mounted above the skylight curb works better there. Come autumn, it's worth pulling screens off south-facing windows so you can get some free passive heat back in winter. West-facing screens are usually worth leaving up year-round, since harsh summer afternoon sun rarely pays you back in winter gains. The bigger lesson here isn't really about window screens. It's about noticing how often the obvious, heavily marketed fix, decorate the inside, buy the expensive window, is solving the problem from the wrong side entirely. Sometimes the smarter fix isn't newer or more expensive. It's just aimed correctly. That's the kind of thinking hidden fix lab exists to dig up. The practical science hiding in plain sight, one overlooked fix at a time.